13 defeats, just 4 wins in this season. Doesn't make pretty reading for Wayne Rooney. But having just appointed Mike Phelan as his number 2 or 3 weeks ago, does it now seem strange that they're now both gone?
Not really. Not really. With the results that have been happening, I mean, sooner or later you can't keep on going on. It keeps on, you know, they're down in the bottom 3. And it's just the way the results were, the way they were getting beat, the way they were rolling over at times was worrying. I think that's the thing you always look at. You always think there's ways of losing football matches. There's ways of losing football matches. Some of the football matches they were losing, if you was the owner of the club, you'd be sitting there going, has he got the players on his side? And some of them, you know, when they're going 3, 4, 5, you know, I worried for him a while back. And, yeah, I think he's put out of his misery, if I'm being honest. I think part of me, his ego and his pride will be hurt, but there will be a part of him who thinks, glad that's over. I might be wrong. But when I was manager at Walsall, you get to a stage where you're losing every week. It's hard to turn it round. They need a new face. They need a new voice. And, you know, as then they go and get a result today, 2-2. So, yeah, it's a shame. You know, he was an unbelievable football player, and at the moment, he just can't get it right in management. But, yeah, what I like about him, he always gives it a go.
Oh, absolutely. And you certainly got to credit him for the jobs.
Yeah,
you know, he's taken on. He's not shied away from it, has he? Clinton, where does this leave his career as a manager or a head coach, do you think?
Yeah, it's difficult. Listen, everyone will want Wayne Rooney because everyone likes when they have them big superstars at their football club. You've seen it, like, with Coventry, when they make a decision to get rid of Mark Robins, who's doing a brilliant job, bringing a big name like Frank Lampard as well. So, do I think it's the end of his managerial career? No, I don't think. I think Wayne Rooney will get another job. The problem is where and what level, and is he happy to go further down the leagues and get it in a different league? I'm not sure, because obviously sometimes this Wayne Rooney as a footballer, as Merce said, he's been fantastic. You don't want to keep dropping down, but maybe sometimes to drop back down to prove your worth there at that level and go back up, it will help him. But defensively, they're nowhere near good enough. They have had the worst defensive record throughout all the leagues. So defensively, it was nowhere near good enough. We know they can score goals.
Were you expecting something different, though, Clinton? Do you know, when I've looked at it and you talk about work ethic, it's Wayne Rooney, where he's prepared to go. It's not a financial situation, we know that. He's setting off at 4 in the morning to go to Plymouth, live away from his family. He wants to make it work. He's obviously gone to America to try it as well. We've got to also consider the players that he has.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the level and the expectation. Yeah. I think in January there was supposed to be some money coming in to improve that squad. Maybe 1 or 2 players might change around. We'll soon see. But I think because of the name of Wayne Rooney, I think the expectation levels have been very, very high. And I think it was only a couple of wins away. I think they've got some good games in January as well that possibly could have changed it around. I think the fans have voiced it. And I think that's what becomes difficult. But I think he will have another go. I don't think he's afraid of a challenge.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think he'll get taken on now?
I think he will. I think somebody will take him. I'm not sure it might not be a championship club, Merce. It might be the next step down at League One. But I'm sure with what comes of it, I think with what he's done already, the amount of games he's already covered, and I think the contacts and the aura that he has, I think he will have another opportunity.
It's in you to coach, isn't it? He wants to be a coach. He wants to be a manager. You're not just going to give up. Say the last time I got.
No, I don't mean
giving up.
Lois sitting there who's done an unbelievable job consistently for like how long since he started management. You know, it's not right, is it?
No. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In my opinion.
Yeah. What, that you're given the opportunity?
Well, yeah. I mean, if he's going to get back in, how does he get back in instead of Lowy? I'm sorry for using your name, Lowy.
But it's just which level, though, isn't it, Merce?
Sorry?
Do you know, it's at which level? Lowy's looking to go back into the Championship. Wayne might have to now go and try one lower.
Yeah. I don't know if Wayne will want to go that low. I don't know, and I don't mean that. I think being that unbelievable player he was, to go down another league, it's going to be hard for him. It's really going to be hard for him. He'd probably have to get his coaching staff right, and I'm not blaming his coaching staff, but when I went the most successful time I had at Walsall, I had a lad called Frank Barlow. He was about 60-odd years of age, but he was an unbelievable coach. Unbelievable. We couldn't stop winning. It weren't me. He was the coach. I just picked the team, but his coaching methods, I think sometimes you have to go with that.
So what did you learn from it then, Merce? Because you're saying you were in that situation, high profile, going into that area. What does he do then different if he goes to a League One?
You know, my biggest thing what I found when I went in, there was a lad called Mick Holsall was there, who was in the youth team at the time. He come to me, to my office, and he went, just got to keep on telling them. I went, what? He went, you've got to keep on telling the players. Keep on telling them what to do. I went, really? I said, Tell player, where I played, you got told once, you told second time, you were out. And he went, no, not here. You've got to keep on telling them. And that was really hard for me, is that you had to keep on telling the players all the time. And when you told them, they still done the opposite. Not on purpose, they just didn't get it. And that was where I thought it was a struggle. And I think if Wayne moved down another league, I think it'd be a struggle.
Yeah, I think the thing is, what's happened is Plymouth Argyle's a unique place as well, mate. The fan base are brilliant. They will voice their opinions. The brand and the style. Obviously, when I was there and Shuey was there and what they wanted, and the chairman, Simon Allett, the owner's a fantastic guy. They all are. They're data-driven in a way, and, you know, use stats and algorithms and everything else that went with it. Wayne was obviously a ploy in terms of he felt he had good ideas. If you speak to Wayne, I know Wayne on a personal level, but he's not a top friend or nothing. And obviously Neil Dewsnip, who worked with him closely and employed him, as well as the board, he's got some unbelievable ideas. Like we all have, like the lads here who say, I don't want to go into management, but I've got this idea, I've got that idea. My thing for Wayne, I hope, and if he's listening or if he ever wants any advice from me, albeit I couldn't teach him what he's done, I could help him in terms of the managerial career I've had so far, coming from the bottom up. He's got them ideas, but sometimes they don't always work. You have to adapt, and I've watched some of the games and I'd wish, instead of playing 6 or 7 passes round the back, get the ball up the top end of the pitch, adapt, and win some games of football. Will he go back again? I think it'll scar him, because that's two clubs. Budgets play a part as well. What I'd like to see Wayne Rooney do was get a club. I'm not saying Stockport, because Dave Challin's doing a fantastic job, but someone who's got a bit of, which is local to him, so he can stay with his family. He's got a lovely wife and 5 fantastic kids who he can be around on a daily basis, and also an owner who's going to go, right, Wayne, get me out the division, let's do it at Ipswich and get us up. Now, whether he gets to the Premier League, I don't know, because he has got unbelievable ideas, and he will have, but the manager he's worked for and the games he's played, unfortunately, in this modern day and era, you don't get time. And look, conceding 53 goals in the games is always going to be...
But he is a forward, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's been a forward all his life, so the first thing you want to do, we'll play attacking football. It's like Gareth Southgate was a defender.
Yeah.
We was always a defensive team as England.
Yeah, get you. I'm sorry, I've got to move on. Ryan, final question. Would you go back?
Oh, well, look, listen, it's a fantastic club, Plymouth Argyle. I've got visions of wanting to, you know, to get back into the Championship as quick as I possibly can. They say never go back. I've got a lot of affection for the owners and for the fans there. But as you can see there, my mate is one to hate on. And look, you know, some loved me, some hated him, some loved him, some hated me. It's football, but I just wish them nothing but good luck. I want them to stay in the division. That's the main thing, because they've got a fantastic crowd, fan base, and they've got a fantastic owner and a fantastic board who try ever so hard to do the right things by them.
You'll get a job, mate. You're good. You're very good. I know everyone's watching. You'll get a job. You deserve it. Simple as.
If you know, you'll definitely get the Oxford one.
yeah, because he's watching.
He's watching.
Speak soon for Gary.
Don't worry. Oxford, I'll make the same
Super agent Clinton Morrison, yeah.